What's up, everybody? It's like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning here. It's Monday, Got my little coffee going. I really don't know what to do for too much of vlog content anymore, besides talk about stuff or play guitar, And it seems like y'all enjoy that, My son in Louisiana, he he's the one that got to get, he's the one that got me talking on this thing, because he watched my videos here and there, and he called me up one day and was like, "Dad," and I was like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "Can you just talk more?" I'm like, "What you mean talk more?" I was like, he's like, "Yeah, in your videos, could you talk some more?" And I was like, "Yes." That's why I made that rambling video. If you guys haven't seen that one, I'll link it down in the description, And it's like, I I want to do. I like doing YouTube, but it's like I'm not doing YouTube to get YouTube famous or try to be somebody that I'm not, just being me, and in some weird way, it's like a weird thing to sit here and talk while you're by yourself to a phone or a camera, but everybody's got their own coping mechanisms, and mine just happens to be talking to y'all. So for all my friends on Facebook, from way back home in Louisiana, it's like, I hope y'all enjoy these videos that I do, because like I said, sometimes it's hard pressed for me to sit here in front of a camera and say some stuff or let some feelings go, and it's like I don't really want to, but I feel like maybe if I just don't hold so much in, because there's a lot of stuff that I hold in y'all don't even know. But for the ones that know me here and there, y'all know how I am. I've done a lot of change in this past 5 years, especially now they got Thomas back, I remember a lot of y'all remember Thomas whenever he was little, and now he's grown, He and yeah, he's done some wrong in his life, and fuck, who hadn't done wrong, That doesn't mean I'm gonna give up on him, I'm not gonna give up on him at all. What kind of parent would do that? I try to put him in a position for him and his brothers. We try to put him in positions to where, at the time, we thought maybe we're helping. But that's not the case. That's not the case at all. More things than went wrong than I knew, and it's like I can't really talk about a whole lot of stuff, because I don't even know where to start, even if I was allowed to talk about all that stuff, But I do know that one way or another, things are getting better, you know. He's safe with us. He trusts us. He he gets treated like a human being here, you know. And that's it. That's pretty much a basic human right, you know. And when you get down to it, even people who go down and they're mad, mean all their life and murder people, and they get the gas, not the gas, but the what do they call it? Lethal injection. When they get lethal injection, like they swab the little area with some, make sure you don't get an infection. You know what I mean? And it's like weird analogies. I do that. That's just the way I am. I mean, if the way I look at child raising sometimes is that it's about the equivalent of raising a pit bull. Pit bull. You you get a little dog, a little puppy, and you got to care for him, and he likes to piss and shit on stuff and run around and tear things up, and as they get older, you got to keep on them and keep on them, and then before you know it, they're the most loyal thing ever, And I'm not saying my child's a dog, so little weird motherfuckers ain't got nothing to worry about that. I'm just saying that's how I put it in my head, is that I got to raise them right, and I got a school papers finally. We got to put them in school, and it's gonna be homeschooled, but hey, it's a school, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really know what I'm gonna have planned today, so I'm just kind of winging it, So I hope everybody has a good Monday today, and by the time I post this, it'll probably be later on this afternoon. So, but like I said last night, like I'm just done with drama. Drama in the real world, drama on YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff. Like the whole angry grandpa thing. If y'all don't know who Angry Grandpa is, I'll link I'll link some links, But they're good people and they're a good family, you know. They have their black sheep and their problem makers, and troublemakers, but it'll be all right. I think in the long run everything will pan out like it always does for most most families, and you know things will. The universe has a way of taking care of itself. I've learned that. I've learned that. Another thing I'm gonna try to stop doing is talking about religions and this and that, because we all know deep down, at least with me, and the way I see stuff, is that there's some good churches. Okay, I'm not preaching. I'm just saying that there's some good people out there. But do I think that they're retarded for having an establishment? Yeah, in a way it is, because if you pay attention to the Bible, never once was it mentioned that you had to have an establishment and a license to do anything when it came to just spreading the word. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that if you took what they actually put in the Bible that Jesus said, it'd be a pamphlet. You know, a lot of these preachers and stuff, they preach stuff from books like Jesus said it, but it wasn't him. Because the books of the Bible, I think that's not the New Testament. I mean, that's not the Old Testament, but the New Testament is just a bunch of letters. It's a bunch of accounts, and it's Revelations is pretty much the end all of end alls, and every book got to have a beginning and an end, you know. And it's like I have friends that are Christian, all the way down to fucking people who are Satanists, you know. And it's like I'm not going to judge none of them. It's not my way anymore. I only realize that, It's not my way to be judging people. You can't, because you know what you do when you do this? When you point your finger at somebody, you see all them fingers pointing back at you, you got 3 pointing back at you, So, any kind of finger wagging or pointing, you should just be pointing at yourself, When you get mad and want to judge somebody over the way they believe in something, you should ask yourself why. Why? Why does that bother you? Why does it bother you? And those questions usually lead to something that you're insecure about or you question. You know what I mean? It's like you got to start looking at yourself. Get to know yourself. Oh man, that was good. sucks I woke up to no sugar, so I used the last little bit for 1 cup of Joe, man. 1 cup of coffee. So it's it's not too bad, you know. I miss now, and I do miss y'all back home in Louisiana. I do. There's a few people here and there that I miss in Texas, you know, especially my son. Maybe one day he'll stumble across this and know that Daddy loves him. And so does Mama, you know. He got a lot of love in this world, whether he realizes it or not, you know. And I miss my family. I miss my oldest son, my mom, my sister, my brother, my stepdad. Some of my extended family I miss. I won't get into why, but it's the way it is. I haven't seen my mom going on 8 years now. I miss that woman. I'm like 3,000, almost 3,000 miles away, and it's not like I can. It's not like I can, like, you know, catch the bus. I mean, I could catch a long distance bus, but who has money and time for that right now? You know, got a lot of stuff going on still with court and getting Thomas straight with school and other stuff that, like parenting classes. I'm gonna take some parenting classes, you know. But if you got a mom and you haven't talked to her in a while, you need to at least call her up. You know, I mean, I neglected to really have a relationship with my dad because me and him have butted heads and hated each other. That I thought, you know, and we rekindled our relationship about a year or two before he died, you know, and that kind of cancels out the negative for me, you know. And since he died, you know, I got thinking about a lot of stuff, and it's like I'm gonna try to do the best that I can, you know. I'll put all my energy towards Thomas right now because he needs it, he deserves it, you know. He's a little rough around the edges like his old man, you know. He just needs somebody to love him, you know. So that's enough ranting for right now. I'll catch up with you guys here in a minute.